Kia ora koutou katoa and welcome to Logan Park in Dunedin for live coverage of this New Zealand Football Women's National League Championship match between Southern United and Northern Rovers. Two teams still in the hunt to earn a grand final spot come December. We're at the midway point of the National League Championship, and after a slow start, Southern United have been in excellent form lately, including last week's crucial victory over Derby rivals, the Canterbury Pride, a win that left the Southerners just a single point behind today's rivals, Northern Rovers. My name's Morgan Jarvis. I'm excited to be commentating this match today. Great conditions here in Dunedin, a lot better than what we had last weekend for that match against the Pride, and a lot better than some of the National League action we saw up in the North Island yesterday, with Wellington and Auckland being hit pretty hard. So good old sunny Dunedin. And if we look at the Southern United starting lineup, the home team, and just the one change to the lineup from their last match, they're missing striker Kennedy Bryant, who's been so impressive in attack, but in comes the experienced Emily Morrison. It's just her second start of the campaign after picking up an injury early in the opening round, and the squad still features a strong core of the side that won last year's COVID-affected National League South Central Series. A couple of players to watch. Well, centre-back Hannah McKay-Wright, she was huge in defence last week and even popped up with a crucial goal in that win over the Pride. And Jasmine Prince scored Southern's second goal in that match, and that took her goal tally to 3 in her debut season of National League football. And she's been brilliant, not just in attack, but all-round work rate, which we always see from the Southern side. But they've got a tough test today up against Northern Rovers. Rovers have made a couple of changes from their lineup last week. In comes experienced attacker Leanna Ryan and 16-year-old Riley Sheldon, who I believe is making her first start. So they come in for Maisie Jewell and Chelsea Elliott. Players to watch, well, striker Kelly Brown in the 10 shirt. She's in the hunt for the golden boot for the competition. And also fellow attacker Alexis Cook. She started for New Zealand at the recent Under-17 World Cup in India, and she scored a great goal in last week's draw with Western Springs. So we're not too far from kick-off here. Our match officials today, Will Diamond has got the whistle today from down in Southland. Running the sideline, Alice Clipsum and Daniel Dukenfield, and fourth official, Nikolai Shevliakov. Not too far from kick-off here as the teams run through their last-minute pep talks. Southern United in their all-blue kit, and the visiting Northern Rovers in their black. So it looks like Southern will be playing from left to right. Rovers only picked up a single point from last week's double-header against Western Springs, meaning while they're still in third spot, they've dropped off the pace being set by Springs and Eastern Suburbs, so Rovers will be desperate to get their campaign back on track as they seek a top 2 finish. And with Southern get the game underway. And Kelly Brown there in the 10 shirt. Well, you can see Rose Morton, the defensive midfielder there in the 2 jersey for Southern United. She'll be busy helping out her defence to try and close down the likes of Brown. It'll be Brown getting on the ball again here with a little bit of space, and Hannah Mackay right in front of her, and it's a nice ball touched on, and the cross coming across into the hands of Southern goalkeeper Kate Hannay. But that was nice work from Alexis Cook down the, looks like she might be playing down the right flank today. Good challenge there from Greer McIntosh, the Northern defender, but it's a bit of a sloppy giveaway there. Chelsea Whitaker looks up and trying to link up with Morrison. Morton's pass cut out there by Sheldon, or McConnell, sorry, that was Kate McConnell on that right flank. So Sheldon might be playing in the central of defence today. Coming in for Chelsea Elliott, who is on the bench but has been played the most minutes out of anyone in Rovers in this National League campaign so far. So Whittaker has some willing runners, and it's Abby Rankin trying to get on the end of it, but Northern, through McConnell there, managed to scramble it clear. Great conditions for football here today. Not too much of a breeze. Sometimes the wind rips through the turf down here, but it's not too bad. Pleasant without being too warm. Don't think we're going to have to worry about any lightning strikes or anything today. There's a good tussle going on, and Whittaker came away with it for Southern. Okay, right. An absolute pillar at the back for Southern United, and Tony Power, the reliable fullback. And nice one too with Prince, and Power continues her run. Oh, the defenders have done just enough there. Northern looking to counter, but Southern with an encouraging start here in the opening couple of minutes. But there's so much attacking threat across this Northern lineup that you'd think we'll see some goals today, although both teams like to pride themselves on defence, although Rovers have conceded a few goals of late, but Southern get a free kick here. Southern, of course, conceded 13 goals in their opening 2 matches, 2 heavy losses to Auckland club sides, but since then, the following 5 matches have only conceded a couple of goals, so they get a free kick here. McKay Wright going very long, and well, I think just for a moment there, the Northern keeper, Ellie Blount, was a little bit concerned, but it travelled safely over the crossbar. Renee Wassi flicking it on, and Ryan will keep this one in, will she? No, not quite. But Ryan in the 6 shirt coming into the lineup today. Scored a few goals already, and she'll be looking to impress today. Morrison. It's a bit of a giveaway from Prince, but nicely done by Rankin to win it back. Whittaker tries to go past her marker, but can't do so. It was nicely done by Danielle Canham there, the 8 for Rovers. Diaz lays it off. Comes out to Power. Sees a couple of players at the far post, but didn't quite get the cross she wanted. Talisha Green thumps it clear for Rovers. Restarted from the referee, Will Diamond, there after the ball struck him. Morrison lays it off for Diaz, who looks to thread it through for Prince, who was making a central run. It was nicely cut out, but might just about get it again. Great turn from Prince, and, well, wonderful defending from the Rovers captain, Talisha Green, because that was beautiful play from Jasmine Prince, but Green prevented her from getting a shot in. Jasmine Prince has certainly been a bit of a revelation coming in for her first season of National League football. Had big boots to fill with Amy Hislop no longer part of the team. She's over in the US, but Prince, who scored a bucket load of goals through the winter club season down here for Rosmai, no less than 19 goals, sharing the golden boot in the winter season with Hislop. And Prince has certainly made the step up to National League with 3 goals already. Kai Wright goes long. Breeze Durham in the 13 shirt doing well. And now Kelly Brown as Northern drive forward. Cook should get on the end of that one. Gets a first time cross. That won't get past Kennard at the back for Southern. But get another chance here, Cook. Nicely done by Woolley, the left fullback for Southern. Morrison just about loses out there to Sheldon. It's good pressing defence from the young Rovers defender there. And Rovers win the ball back high up the pitch. Ryan trying to link up with Brown. Another nice wee link up here with Canham up against Rankin. And the Southern midfielder does enough. Kelly Brown. Yeah. Southern get it clear. Rovers have only won one of their last 4 matches. Certainly missed the star player Michaela Foster, who has signed with Wellington Phoenix in the A-League Women's, which is brilliant to see. There's a long-range effort coming in from Talisha Green, and well, it was well over Hane's goal, but it was dipping. It wasn't a million miles away. So nice to see from the Rovers captain. Gee, struck it with some power and just didn't quite dip quick enough. Diaz does well to shut down Sheldon there. Wasi with the ball in the centre of the pitch. Whitaker's done a great job of tracking back and cutting that one out though for Southern. Southern United, as I mentioned, started the campaign slowly, but yeah, their form's been wonderful over the last few weeks. Getting that rock-solid defensive platform back in effect. Just conceding 2 goals in their last 5 matches. As Rovers break here through Cook. Some great tussles going on, and Rovers might feel a bit hard done by there as they concede a free kick, just as it looked like they were going to launch an attacking raid there. It's a free kick for Southern. Tamely goes over the sideline. Sheldon to Brown. Plenty of Southern shirts around Kelly Brown when she gets the ball, but they'll be well aware of just how dangerous she is for Rovers. Kelly Brown with 7 goals so far, and of course 5 of them came in a 9-0 demolition of Central Football a few weeks ago. Comes all the way across to Green, and look at that from Prince putting pressure on. Lovely touch from Diaz, but it's an awkward one for Rankin. Now Morton will mop up. Good work again from Prince, and will she keep that one in? Not quite. But again, did a good job of closing down Ryan. The experienced Rovers player who scored a goal in the Cape Shepherd Cup semi-final a couple of months back against the Dunedin City Royals, who have plenty of players featuring in this match for Southern. As Ryan attacks Power down the line, and nicely done from Mackay Wright, helping out Power to win the ball for Southern. Prince, will she try and go past Green? No, links up with Rankin. Nice one too. Now Rose Morton looks to squeeze it through to Morrison through the middle, but Rovers do enough, and Sheldon there. Free kick this time for Rovers, pretty much on the halfway line. Easily cut out by Southern. Cook goes past her mark of the year and gets it in for Ryan, who's closely marked by Mackay Wright. Rovers look to start again. It's McConnell in that right fullback role with Sheldon in the middle for Rovers. Lovely turn from Diaz, just couldn't quite keep it in. She's scored a couple of goals this season for Southern, but goals have been a bit of an issue for the Southern side while their defence has been going well. Is coming in there, and Ryan squeezes a shot on target, but straight to Hane. The cross just looped up, and it was Kenneman initially whose effort was blocked, but then Ryan getting one on target. Canham again in the 8 shirt for Rovers, in the middle of the park. Look at that from Rankin, the 7 for Southern, in close attendance. Southern certainly make a habit of always nipping at the heels. And Rankin again. Prince has done a good job here. Greer McIntosh just about got caught out. And Sheldon almost a wee bit casual there. Both teams get a wee bit of a chance for a breather here. Almost quarter of an hour gone at Logan Park. No goals as yet. Northern with a couple of chances. Southern yet to test out Rovers goalkeeper Ellie Blount. Diaz again, good hustle for Southern, and Prince get it back again here for Southern. It's Wasi, her opponent here, who does a good job of shutting down her opponent and looking to launch a counter. Green looks up. There's a bit of space. There's Whittaker trying to close her down. 1-2 with Ryan, but nicely cut out by Whittaker. It's good defending from McIntosh, although she wins it back there, and Now Brown looking to take on Kennard. And, well, Brown, he actually just about turned that into a chance, but looks like the ball just went out of play. But that's the kind of threat that Kelly Brown poses, needing the attention of both Southern centre defenders to close her down there. Brown again with Kennard in close attention, but nicely flicked on to Durham, who swings it across. Oh, they just about made it through to Ryan. I think it was Power with that crucial interception. Concentration required from both teams, both defences, huge. Southern win the throw there. Morrison does well to hold the ball up and gets it to Morton and wins a free kick as well. So Morrison coming in for Kennedy Bryant, who in the handful of matches that she's played for Southern has been immense, playing up front, holding the ball up nicely for the likes of Diaz and Prince to run onto. Bryant scored a goal in the 3-0 win over Central here a few weeks back. But Bryant still based in Wellington, and I think she's actually up in Auckland this weekend. As Diaz, gets a shot away, and, well, wasn't too far away from goal, but would have been a specky if she had managed to find the net there. But see the intent she had, just slicing it across goal. Yeah, Kennedy Bryant taking part in a half marathon, big one up in Auckland this weekend that actually has probably been completed. So if you're tuning in, I hope that's gone well. It was a pre-existing planned event before she was a late addition to this Southern squad. Whitaker looks to beat Durham, but Durham's done enough to hold her up. Cook versus Woolley, that's been a good battle already early on. Morrison will get back onto this and might shape for a shot. Doesn't get any power in it though, so it's comfortable for the Rovers keeper. But good intent there from Morrison. She's a really busy player herself, and great to see her back in the lineup. Southern again through Morrison, and Prince, almost overplaying that, I think, Southern, as Whitaker and Prince both could have had a look at goal there, but more encouraging signs for the home team. Sheldon thumps it down and over the sideline. The wind's just picking up here at Logan Park. McConnell just knocks it out. It'll be another Southern throw as they work their way down the sideline on that left side. Woolley gets it to Diaz, but, well, Sheldon looked like she'd done well, but Southern keep going and win themselves a corner here. As we're nearing on the halfway point of this first half in this Women's National League Championship match between Southern United, the home team in all blue, against Northern Rovers. It's taken short and finally swung in. Could be an awkward one in the breeze, but Whittaker couldn't get a head to it. And McConnell sees it out for a goal kick. Bit of a stalemate so far, both teams creating a couple of half chances on goal with a shot on and a shot off target each, but deadlock still not broken here. Wassie's done well here, and Brown just held her run a wee bit there, but she's still going to put plenty of pressure on McKay Wright, who goes back to Hane. And very calmly done to give it back to her defender. Nicely done by Wassie, but she's not quite going to keep that one in. But Kate Hane in goals for Southern United. Didn't even start the season as a starting keeper, but came in, I think it was partway through that second round match, and has made the position her own with some wonderful performances. 3 clean sheets, and including a 0-0 draw with the Pride up in Christchurch last week before Southern won the reverse of that match on Labour Day. But Hane was superb, making some brilliant saves as Prince can't link up with Diaz there. And McConnell's going to have plenty of time, plenty of room to advance forward, although almost too much time because she let the ball run away from her and over the sideline. Samantha Woolley to take the throw. She'll get another chance here. She's been a very solid performer in her first season with Southern United. Formerly from up in the North Island, but is slotted right into the team. Canham is pressured there from Morton. Durham with a lovely turn. She's a key player at the base of the midfield for Rovers. Hope you've been enjoying all of the National League action that's been coming to you every weekend. Men's and women's National League football, every match broadcast live. It's a great way to spend the weekends. As Rankin puts pressure on, but Northern through Cook now does well to link up with Canham. Canham will take the throw. McConnell gives it back to the midfielder who, just about slips it through to Brown. This time, swung across, and Hane had to claim that one and did well, with Ryan looking to get on the end of it. Prince does well to find Power, who's kept advancing there. Morton, bit of a disappointing pass there. But look at Prince and Morton both hounding the Rovers captain, Green. And now it's Power's turn, closing down Ryan. looking to cut out the passing lanes. They always do a good job of that. They work together so well. Southern and Diaz thunders in a shot. Wow. Another spectacular effort from the Southern attacker. Not quite on target, but look at that, nodding it down and then giving it everything. Rovers again, and Brown, this is where she likes to be one-on-one with an opponent, with Kennard, but she's done well to force a hopeful cross in, and easy again for Hane. McKay Wright, who was part of the New Zealand Under-17 World Cup side back in 2018 that won that brilliant bronze medal, was Prince again doing well. Great hustle. Now Whitaker. Can Diaz get on the end of that? No, I think that McConnell will beat her to it. And McKay Wright, well, the teammate in that World Cup 4 years ago was Kelly Brown, who she's having to contend with today. Brown will win this back for Rovers, but well shut down by Woolley, and Morrison trying to turn on the ball and slips it to Whitaker. Power, as always, comes down the flank there and tries to get it back from Prince. Southern with lots of players forward here. Whitaker, well, looked to go past Ryan, was unceremoniously taken out. Don't think a free kick has been awarded. No damage done. Southern will get the throw. Green and Prince. There's a great tussle there, and a free kick will go the way of the Rovers captain, to Prince's frustration because she thought she had won it cleanly. Hopefully Green's okay here. Here's referee Will Diamond. Just checks it out. Both teams, again, with a bit of a chance for a breather on the half-hour mark here. Will Diamond, who refereed Southern's 3-0 win over Central in round 4. Oh, it's actually Southern who have been awarded the free kick here, so it's interesting, but great position for Southern for the free kick, and McKay Wright has plenty of players attacking that far post. Look for her to swing it in to the likes of Morrison and Rankin. Oh, it's looped up and harmlessly over the goal. Bit of a waste there for Southern. Diaz and Rankin. And comes to Prince and gets a left-footed shot in with no power. It's easy for Blount, but we've seen Prince is pretty handy off both feet. As is the 10 for Northern Rovers, Kelly Brown. Nicely cut out by McIntosh there. Kennard goes all the way back to a goalkeeper and get it back here. Good pressure here from Cook and Brown though, and Brown keeping Hane honest there. Yes, I think that may have been Will Diamond's first match in charge at National League level back in round 4 after running the line in a few matches. But he's only in his early 20s and making a real mark as one of the many talented young officials in the National League this season. Yes, look at the tussle here with Morrison. Done a great job, but well recovered there by Sheldon. Power now again. Charging forward, finds Morrison. No one is an option there, though. I know that referee, Will Diamond, has stated that he dreams of officiating at a World Cup one day, and it's great to see ambition like that from officials. We've seen some New Zealand officials on the bigger stage over the years, so it's a great opportunity. Diaz doing well to get past Cook, but frustrated that the ball's rolled out of play. Of course, this artificial turf, it plays pretty fast. Brown again up again, Kennard. Again, it's swung high, and Hane against Wassey. And yes, the free kick does go the way of the Southern goalkeeper, but the Northern attacker keeping her honest there. Renee Wassey, who's been a New Zealand under-20 rep herself. Born in Papua New Guinea, and her father was a Papua New Guinea international footballer. Canham gets it to Brown, who's getting more involved. But again, struggling to find space up against the Southern defence. Still manages to win a corner, though. And a set-piece chance for Northern Rovers to try and break this deadlock. I think that's Leanna Ryan heading over to swing in a left-footed corner dangerously into the near post, and just got a touch from a Southern defender, so Ryan will get another chance to go again here. Gets this one a little bit deeper, but still cleared at the near post by Kennard, who, like her defensive colleague, McKay Wright there, certainly tall players to have to try and beat. Again, it swung in high, and Hane gets her hands to it, but needs the help of her teammates to get the ball clear. Rovers dialing up the pressure here. But Southern always love a counter-attack, and Prince can't quite get it to Morrison. It's well cut out there. I think that was Canham. Morrison looking to keep it in down that left flank again. She's nipping at the heels of her opponent. Morrison, who was one of the goal scorers for Dunedin Technical in the 2018 Kate Shepherd Cup final that they won up at North Harbour Stadium. Oh, Morton bullied off the ball there, and look at this, Brown manages to find Ryan up against Power. Power forces her wide, but Ryan, oh, well done, Tony Power. Stayed in close attendance and forced Ryan wide and was able to block the cross. It will be another corner for Rovers. This time it'll be the fullback and captain for Rovers, Talisha Green, to swing it in. Comes in deeper this time. Too deep. Brown can keep it in though. Whittaker this time, who charges it down for another corner. Good pressure here from the visitors. Looks like it'll be Ryan again. Who I think, along with her 3 goals so far in the National League, has grabbed the same number of assists as well. And this is a dangerous one, but, well, just dropped into the arms of Southern keeper Hene. Power. Well, can't find a teammate there, and Rovers will again look to attack. Although Green's given it away and left that fullback spot open. Renee Wassie, probably not a bad free kick to give away there to stop the counter-attack. McKay Wright, one of 4 Southern United players to have played every minute so far, along with Rose Morden, Kelsey Kennard and Abby Rankin. And Morton there flicking it on. Diaz does well to win that one, and now Rankin brings it down, has some teammates in support. Diaz will look to swing it across. Oh, it's cut out by Sheldon. There were half-hearted claims for handball there, I think, but the Rovers defender did well. Riley Sheldon, the youngest player in the starting lineup here for Northern Rovers, just 16 years of age. I think it's her first start at this level after a couple of subs appearances. Coming in for the very experienced Elliott. And the header comes in and cleared off the line. And has a penalty been awarded there? No, it might be a free kick for... no, I think... What are they saying? A wee shove there. It didn't look like there was much contact, but it may have been McKay Wright who just got a wee nudge and prevented her from being able to get on the end of that corner. But the end result is it's a penalty kick. And McKay Wright, who after scoring that opener last week, is going to be the one to take the penalty here. Up against Ellie Blount. McKay Wright thunders it. Sends the keeper the wrong way, and would have done well to get on that anyway because it was struck with power. And, well, after Northern were pulling together a bit of pressure, you can see there might have just been a wee nudge from Ryan on McKay Wright, who appealed, but seemingly in half-hearted fashion, but penalty awarded and penalty converted. Southern United take the lead. So Hannah McKay Wright, the defender, goals in consecutive weeks. And Southern, well, it's been a good tussle so far between the two teams with not too many clear-cut chances, but now we see Diaz go one-on-one and forces a good save from Blount. Well, Southern through Diaz, and was from quite a tight angle, which helped the Rovers goalkeeper out there, but still had to make a smart save. And another corner, and after that previous one, they'll look to cause havoc again, and Kennard almost getting on the end of it. Brown coming back and scrambling it clear. Well, Southern United coach Chris Ridley will be delighted if his team can get through to the half-time break with a 1-goal lead. they're certainly a tough nut to crack. So Morton and Power combining, and now Prince one-on-one with Green. She'll cut inside onto her left foot. Doesn't mind having a ping with her left foot, but swings it across the box. Clattered into here, the Rovers player. I think that's McConnell. Let's hope she's okay, because it looked like a heavy knock there. Yeah, McConnell, who scored a goal in the Kate Shepherd Cup semi for Northern Rovers as they advanced all the way through to the final before they were defeated 1-0 by Auckland United. But McConnell scored a goal. It might have been a extra time goal, actually, as that match went to extra time and then penalties, which Rovers eventually overcame the Dunedin side to make the final. Of course, Northern Rovers, well, they romped to the Northern Region Premier League title in the winter season, losing only once, and locked up the title with 4 matches still to go. Only conceded 14 goals in 21 matches. McConnell still needing a bit of attention here, the Rovers fullback. Only a few minutes until the halftime break, so her coach Ben Bate will be hoping that she can make it through to the halftime break. But if you've just joined us, it's been a very tight tussle here at Logan Park, but Southern United in the 39th minute scoring from the penalty spot through Hannah McKay-Wright after there was a foul adjudged from a Southern corner. Finally, we'll get play back underway here. I'm sure that teams will agree to just knock it back, or yeah, Brown will just play it back and get back underway. Look at Prince again, putting pressure on Green. Diaz putting pressure on Brown, who's trying to get more involved. It's one thing about Southern United, that defence is such a key part, as Kelly Brown cribs a few extra metres there. And it breaks now for Cook, but no, McKay-Wright does well. Kelly Brown maybe just covering that fullback position while McConnell was still on the sideline getting checked out. So Rovers temporarily a player down, but can they spark something before the halftime break? I see looks to send it down the line, and Cannon will get on the end of that one. Up against Kennard though. And Kennard does a great job of shielding her opponent and then gets some help. Morton, that was an awkward one and pressured by Canham. Can Woolley keep the ball in play? She can. Concede the throw-in rather than a corner. That wind's certainly picking up here. A few grey clouds coming in at Logan Park. Brown up against Woolley, who relieved that she's awarded the free kick there. And referee's time at the end of the first half. Now there may still be a few moments left with that extended stoppage for McConnell, who at least is back on the pitch. Make sure you stick around. We'll bring you some highlights from this first half. As Rovers may have one last chance to try and create another chance on goal here. McConnell going long. Wassey and Rankin doing so well in the middle of the park there, and can Southern launch one last counter? Whitaker smartly just holds it up for Power to charge onto. Prince out to her right. Couldn't find a teammate though, and now can they take advantage of Power being so far up the pitch? Cook, one-on-one with McKay Wright. What a challenge from the Southern defender. Gee, she's been one of the standouts in the league over the opening half of the season. And Morrison trying to create a shot there. Southern, look at the pressure they put on so high up the pitch as Whitaker tries to get past McIntosh. And that will see the halftime whistle here at Logan Park. And Southern United, thanks to a Hannah McKay Wright penalty about 5 minutes before the halftime break, lead Northern Rovers 1-0. It's a big clash this, with just a point separating them on the table at the moment. Rovers desperate to try and stay in the hunt for a grand final spot. That was an early effort coming in from Talisha Green, sent over the bar, and then great block there from Tony Power to deny Canham. Diaz had a couple of long-range efforts. That one was just wide of goal. Look at the pressure though, so high up the pitch as Diaz. That was a other effort there. And then this is the corner where there was a foul given for a wee shove. It was on McKay Wright. She put her hand up to take the penalty, and look at that. Thundered it into the net. Left Blount with no chance. Then seconds later, Diaz looked to double the lead. That forced a sharp save from Ellie Blount. So make sure you don't go far, because we'll be back in a few moments with second half action here from Logan Park. See you soon.
Ford, we're always looking towards the future. So while we're proud of our range of vehicles, we're even prouder of being the first company to support not only the football ferns, but the next generation. And the legends we grew up wanting to be.
We believe in supporting and nurturing our extended sporting whānau, working towards promoting a healthy group activity that kids, parents and friends love. We want everyone to feel invited. It is in our DNA. We are accessible to all. We are football in Aotearoa. We are the beautiful game, and we are proud to be the largest sporting whānau in New Zealand.
The FIFA Women's World Cup is coming to the shores of Aotearoa, New Zealand in 2023. Uniting Aotearoa, it offers an unprecedented opportunity to make our game bigger, better and bolder for everyone, especially for girls and women. Its legacy starts now. Our Leverage and Legacy plan will supercharge football in Aotearoa, grounded in two principles. Mana Wahine, elevating the spirit and mana of Wahine. And Tūranga Waiwai, our place of belonging, our foundation, our home. Built on 4 po or pillars. The power of opportunities, whakamana. Partnerships, mana ngātahi. Pathways, ara. And tiaki, people and places. Committed to the people and the land of Aotearoa, New Zealand, this plan leads the way by breaking barriers, paves the way for future generations, grows and strengthens the game through meaningful relationships, and creates a game for all and a place of connection. With Aotearoa united, legacy starts now.
Welcome back to Logan Park in Dunedin for second half action from this New Zealand Football Women's National League Championship match between Southern United and Northern Rovers. 1-0 at the break to Southern United with a goal from the penalty spot to Hannah Mackay-Wright late in that first half. That's the only goal that separates these two sides. It's a big clash this, with both teams still in with, well, I guess it's an outside chance at the moment of finishing in a top two spot. They'll have to go on a great run with Eastern Suburbs and Western Springs clear up at the top of the table, but Rovers, the third place team at the moment, 8 points back from Western Springs, and Southern, well, only a point behind Northern, so they'll go above their rivals today if they can hold on and win this clash. But Rovers have got plenty of firepower to try and turn this one around. And it's Northern Rovers, the visitors, in the black kit, kicking off the second half. Ryan sending that one down the line. Look at the pace from Renee Wassi to get on the end of it and keeps it in. Can't quite get across into the 6-yard box there. Kate Hane, the goalkeeper, goes long. Brown and Mackay-Wright, what a tussle that's been so far. Two former under-17 World Cup stars. And Prince, once again, doing a great job keeping the ball in, playing it down the line for herself. And, gee, McIntosh had to be strong there. Mackay-Wright with the goal that separates the two teams from the penalty spot after she scored in last week's win over the Pride. Defender popping up with a couple of goals. And it's her again who gets the initial clearance, but Canham sends it out to McConnell, who looks to have recovered from that nasty knock just before the break. She looks to link up with Cook, and Cook gets it back now for McConnell. Sends in a dangerous cross, flicked on by Brown, not quite on goal though, and safely away for a Southern goal kick. Conditions pretty good here at Logan Park. Wind's picked up a wee bit, but should stay not too bad for the remainder of this match. Brown again up against Mackay-Wright. Oh, clever ball in for Ryan, but a bit of a heavy touch there. As always, surrounded by a few blue shirts. I meant to say in that first half that while Southern pride themselves on defence, it's not a sitting back in a low block. It's always high pressing as a unit, as we see again there from Prince putting pressure on. They're always trying to win the ball high up the pitch. Prince lays it off for Power, fullback who advances, keeps it in initially, but now out for a throw-in. Okay, Wright and Kelly Brown may as well be handcuffed to each other, the way that Brown's being marked and gets the ball across, and gee, Hane did well to prevent Cook from sneaking in there. Good work from the Southern goalkeeper again. Only conceded one goal across those two double-header matches against the Pride. Brown swings it across and Cook couldn't quite get to it. Morrison, look at the pace again from Diaz and Prince trying to link up, and unfortunately for Southern, Morrison's ball wasn't there for Diaz to get onto. Once again, that high press from Southern as a team, and Rankin's done a great job of winning it back. Whitaker looks to find Rankin, who just about gets on the end of it. Can't quite get a shot away. It's Kennard this time, having to marshal Brown. And they won't want to take too long on the ball when Brown's charging at her. Ryan looks to take on her markers once again. Can't quite keep the ball in play. She's looking dangerous. She'll be looking to redeem herself, because I think it was Ryan's foul that was adjudged to have fouled McKay Wright for that Southern corner in the first half, and penalty awarded that McKay Wright converted. There wasn't a lot in the foul. I did go back and watch it a couple of times on replay, and I think there was a slight shove. What I do love about the Women's National League is you don't see the players remonstrating too much. They respect the referee's decisions most of the time, which is great to see. Can't always say the same as Brown. And it falls now, and the shot comes in, and it's a goal, an equaliser for Northern Rovers, Danielle Canham. And good pressure there from Rovers to shut down Southern. And they're rewarded with an equaliser. McKay Wright, her clearance intercepted by Wassi, and then Kelly Brown got the ball across somehow to Canham. And the young Rovers midfielder did well to slot it past Hane. Her second goal, I think, of the campaign. Only 17, and Danielle Canham, who scored 4 goals on her 17th birthday versus Tauranga City in the winter season. As we see a substitution here for Rovers. And it looks like Kate McConnell, who had picked up that knock in the first half, fortunately recovered from that, but is getting a breather now. And it's another 17-year-old coming on for Rovers with Suya Herring, another New Zealand under-17 rep, was at the recent World Cup in India. She started all 3 matches as Southern look to bite back. Once again, Prince putting on the pressure, and gee, she's so quick that forced McIntosh into a clearance, and I think Prince just connected with McIntosh as she cleared the ball there. So, anyone's match now. Both goals coming just a few minutes on either side of the halftime break, and it's been a pretty tight affair. As Woolley and Cook go head to head, they've done that a lot throughout the match so far. Whitaker and Diaz linking up to clear it for Southern. Diaz has time to turn. Links up with Morrison, but can't quite get it back to Diaz. Morrison's been busy coming back into the lineup for Southern, but Southern perhaps missing the link-up play a little bit of Kennedy Bryant today. Brown lays it off for Renee Wassi, and she goes left to the goal scorer, Canham. Swings in the cross, and Hane does well, getting down low. Morton battling away with Wassie there. Cook, oh, can't get past Woolley, and Rankin links up with Diaz. Southern have a few players forward here, but Diaz loses out. Breeze Durham, such a composed player in the defensive midfield position for Rovers. Her counterpart, Rose Morton, the Southern defensive midfielder, doing a good job as always there, shutting down a Rovers attack. Prince flicks it on. Young Riley Sheldon, the 18 in defence for Rovers, has been very good and composed in what I think is her first start in the National League. Here's Herring, who started all 3 matches for the New Zealand under-17s at the recent World Cup in India. Going up against Chile, Nigeria and Germany. They did have 3 losses, but 2 of those teams that the young Ferns went up against made it all the way to the semi-final of the World Cup. Of course, so many National League young stars were part of that under-17 side. Likes of Millie Clegg, Ruby Nathan as Southern take it quick, and Morrison well shut down there by McIntosh. Durham again, great composure. Sees Cook in a bit of space before she's closed down. Oh, Brown gets it over to Wassie, who's one-on-one with Kennard. What can the experienced Southern defender do here? She holds her up, but Cook makes a great run, gets a shot on target. Comfortable enough for Kate Hane to save. This is good play from Northern. Nice patience and attack. Link-up play between the attacking players. There's plenty of attacking talent on the pitch for Northern Rovers. And any hint of space that they get, they'll try and take advantage of. Canham again, shut down brilliantly by Morton, who gets it back from Diaz. Whittaker is closed down, no foul there as Wassie wins the ball back, but Morton wins it back again for Southern. How many times does she do that in a match? Sparks a counter with Diaz having a run from Woolley, but nicely done from Talisha Green, who switched over to the right-hand side with Herring coming on at left full-back. Diaz loops it across, but Prince won't get on the end of that. Durham right where she needs to be again, the 13 for Rovers, and look hungry to get the ball back again. This one's cut out by Prince though. Great work rate from the Southern forward, but can't link up with the teammate. Once again, a high press from Southern, but Cook now. Look at that, Woolley once again. What a battle that's been. Woolley, well, a little bit of a hopeful ball in the end after she had done all the hard work. And Morton once again. Woolley once again just not quite on the same wavelength as her striker Morrison. This time, Northern Rovers get past Morton and Kennard and Brown. Well, Kennard wins that one. Morton wins a free kick there and may even see a yellow card here. And it looks like for an accumulation of fouls. So Will Diamond brings out the yellow card for the first time. Renee Wassey going into the book for Rovers. Don't see too many cards in these matches, a bit like, as I was saying earlier, be a bit of a different ball game from the Men's National League in that respect. Morrison. Wassey's becoming more of a threat in this match and looking to unleash Cook, but Kennard might not match her opponent in pace, but brilliant in terms of positioning. Brown with a clever overhead kick, but easy take for Hane. Looks like a handball there from Durham, although gotten away with it and gets the ball back now. The reasonably small but vocal crowd over on the embankment weren't too happy about that, as Southern looked to get it clear. Once again, Cook up against Woolley, but does well to find Green, who drives forward and will swing in a cross. It's a low cross. Gee, Mackay Wright had to be in the right spot there to deny Brown. Oh, long-range effort coming in, but, well, dips comfortably for Hane, but Durham, I think it was, with the long-range effort there. Brown with a long-range effort this time, forcing an A into a sharp save. Well, didn't have to move too far to get to the shot, but it was struck with such power. How many times have we seen Brown score from that kind of range? And Hane was just happy to bat it over the line for a corner. But Rovers ramping up the pressure, creating a lot more chances on goal in the second half than we saw in the first half. As they swing in a dangerous corner. No, it's not threatening for Southern. That's nice play from Emily Morrison. Another player with fantastic work rate, and happy to just go back to Rose Morton there, whose older sister Sarah, as Wassey cuts this one out, but good recovery from Mackay Wright, although, yeah, bit of back and forth there, but yeah, we've seen Sarah Morton make a couple of appearances alongside her sister, and I think it may have even been the Morton sisters who managed to convince Kennedy Bryant into joining the squad too. So, been great additions. Nice link-up play here from Southern. Diaz then with Whittaker, and looks to find the run from Rankin. Can't do so though. Sheldon did well. Once again, Southern looking to shut down the Rovers defenders. Prince battling away there with the young fullback for Rovers, substitute Herring. Power now on the back of Ryan. He does well to play her way out of that to Durham. Morton winning the ball again. Cook will keep this one in. She's quick but won't keep that one in from what looked like she could have just about swung in across there. It was great pace though from the 17-year-old attacker for Rovers. Morton in the right place again. Oh, brilliant from Diaz, and even wins herself the throw in there. Green just about did enough though. It's another good tussle there. Diaz again, but ooh, it's well cut out. That doesn't happen often, but Power just about not in the right position for once, but no danger there for Southern. Herring swings it in. Woolley can only get it as far as Green, charging forward again. Swings in a brilliant cross. Brown, oh! Wasn't too far away from one of the Rovers attackers connecting with that. What a cross from Talisha Green, who switched over from left fullback to right with McConnell coming off, and gee, wasn't far away from connecting with Kelly Brown 6 yards out. Would have put my mortgage on that if she had connected cleanly. Both teams will be desperate to get the 3 points here, so we're not going to see anyone holding back for a draw, I don't think. Morton and Whittaker combining. Kennard drives forward. Plenty of space for her to charge into. She's looking for options. Links up with Morrison. Oh, looked like a ping from distance when Prince was hoping to get a through ball. Prince battling away again. Now it's Rankin. What an engine she's got in the middle of the park. Whittaker, always crafty on the dribble, but I think that was Durham who closed her down and was helped out by Wassie. Now Brown looks up, has Cook sprinting ahead, but Brown might look to try and create a chance. Instead goes to Wassie. Will she open up a shot? She does get a shot in. Oh, not far wide. Hane may have had it covered, but great effort from Renee Wassie. Did well to just knock it onto her right foot. Wasn't too far away. She'll be disappointed she couldn't quite get it on target. Sheldon goes across to McIntosh. Blount hasn't had as much to do in the second half yet. Green drives forward, looks to link up with Cook. It's Morton who will beat her to it for tick that off. Was another intercept. Almost left the pass a bit short back to her goalkeeper though. And Wassie looks up. Well, didn't think about a shot. Can Woolley prevent the corner? Not quite. See another substitution here. Rovers making another substitution. I'll see if I can make out who the players coming on and off are there. Looks like number 6, Leanna Ryan, has been heavily involved throughout, but she makes way. Yeah, maybe Chelsea Elliott, defender, coming on. Might see a wee bit of a reshuffle if that's the case. She might look to get involved for this corner though. It's a dangerous one and can't get cleared, and oh, big chance there. And it may have been Elliott with first touch seconds after coming on with a chance at the far post, but slammed it wide of goal. Big chance there. Probably couldn't believe that it fell to her. Brown and Mackay Wright again going head to head. Will be a goal kick. We see the replay here of the Southern guilty of not clearing, and look at the frustration there from Chelsea Elliott, who again has her leg heavily strapped, and maybe a reason why she's not in the starting lineup is a ball comes in and Kennard has to get a header clear. Sheldon does well stepping in there to get the ball off the toes of Morrison. Rovers with Brown looking to link up with Cook, who's over on that left flank for now. Morrison turns and surveys her options and has a few teammates in support. Rankin gets back to Prince. Diaz can't quite link up with Rankin, and good covering there from McIntosh. Although, oh no, the last touch must have come off Rankin there just when I thought it might have been a corner. So it looks like Elliott has stepped into the middle of the park there. Just to help try and control the contest in the middle of the park. We've seen so many great head-to-head individual battles out on the pitch, and Southern Morton looks to link up with Morrison. Has Diaz charging on, but can't get to that. Green does well. Wassey in a bit of space this time. Look at Rose Morton though, nipping away, but Wassey does well, but can't find Brown. Morrison does well to win the ball back there, but Cook's not going away, does well. Elliott, nice composure from the experienced Rovers player there. Oh, get the ball back from Green. And does well. Clever ball through to Brown. A bit of space, but oh, Mackay Wright just in the right spot to block the shot. Green, hungry to win the ball back for Rovers there. Less than 20 minutes to play here at Logan Park. Scores locked, 1-1. Southern United scored a penalty a few minutes before the halftime break. Rovers equalised through Danielle Canham a few minutes after the break. It's been a pretty even tussle throughout. Rovers, after winning only one of their last 4, will be particularly desperate to get back on winning track here. Herring does well, and oh, look at this, clever play from Canham. Gets a shot in, straight at Hane. Nice play again from Daniel Canham, the goal scorer for Rovers. Durham, who's been immense for Rovers in the midfield, gets the ball back here. Links up with Elliott. Southern though, and Prince in a bit of space. Gets past one, can't get past. May have been Sheldon coming across there, but Diaz and Morrison now. The experienced Whittaker with a 1-2 with Morrison. Gets the ball back. Oh, and was that a bit of a shirt pull there on Whittaker? Wasn't enough for her to go to ground. But great to see Chelsea Whittaker getting into an advanced position like that. As Morrison now. But look at that defending. Is that Cook? Yeah, back. Working hard defensively. Diaz up against Green. Green does well. Cleared for a corner. Some exhausted players out there. The sun's come back out here at Logan Park. Pretty warm. And both teams giving it everything. Southern, like we often see from them, they don't have a huge amount of depth and experience on the bench. A couple of youngsters on the bench today. Zara Prattley and Maddie McLean, along with Megan Leslie and reserve goalkeeper Amelia Simmers. But they don't see a lot of substitutions from United. Yes, the corner comes in. Mackay Wright gets the ball back just about. Southern through Rankin now, but that effort was blocked, may have been into a teammate. Southern now who are trying to turn the screw. And Diaz, oh, eyes lit up, but not a great effort in the end. See Herring and Cook combine. Elliott, great composure again. Look at Diaz though. Oh, it's at Sheldon again with great composure for such a young player. And Sparks, a counter-attack here. Cook loses out to Morton. This is an awkward one though, and falls for Wasi, gets a shot. Couldn't get it on target though, and Southern scramble it clear. Oh, Wally's just taken a bit long on the ball there though, and Wasi did well. Woolley relieved to earn a goal kick. See another substitution here. And it is a substitution for the home team, and Emily Morrison, who's back into the starting lineup, comes off. And this is great to see in the 20 shirt. Young Zara Prattley, only recently turned 16, has been playing in the Youth National League, but I think this is her debut at the full National League level, so congratulations, Zara. Rosamai Carey, youngster who, well, played as probably as crucial a part as anyone in Dunedin, earning hosting rights in the Women's World Cup. She was the star of Dunedin's bid video. If you haven't checked that out, you need to, because it was brilliant. Rovers on the attack. There's Prattley getting involved against a much more experienced Elliott. Or can Power turn this into something for Southern? And they look to counter. There's a bit of space. Power gets it back from Diaz. She swings it across and Prattley just about. But the experienced Talisha Green does a good job. Prattley, who has scored a goal against Eastern Suburbs in the Youth National League this winter. This National League season. Both teams really trying to stretch the opposition. And Wassi does concede a free kick. That looked like both players just going toe-to-toe there, and Wassi using her strength, but free kick is awarded against her. Into the final 10 minutes here at Logan Park. Scores locked, 1-1. Crucial match this at the midway point of the Women's National League. Both teams desperate for a strong run of form over the next few weeks to heap the pressure on Eastern Suburbs and Western Springs. Elliott's been heavily involved since coming on and trying to control things in the middle of the park. Links up with Canham. Wassi tries to get it back to her teammate. Power cuts that one out. Rankin looking to get Prattley into the clear, and here she is. Look at the confidence going up against Green, but Green does brilliantly. Textbook defending there from the Rovers captain. Erin can't quite keep that one in. I think a substitute we just saw a moment ago has seen another youngster come on for Northern Rovers in the 11 shirt, Grace Bartlett. I think she may only be 15, and here she is, laying it off for Courtney Noble, another substitute. But she's trying to claim a corner there, but won't get it. So Rovers having emptied the bench aside from reserve goalkeeper Georgia Craig, but Bartlett, who is another player that's been involved in the Youth National League. Been great to see that alongside this competition. Great pathways. Rovers claiming handball, and I think they may get it, so be a free kick in a good position here for the visitors. You feel like there's still a goal in this match. Both teams desperate to claim 3 points. Currently in a packed middle of the table alongside the likes of Canterbury United Pride. Elliott swings it in. Hane's going to have to deal with that. Did she keep it out of the goal? Gee, it looked like it may have just about gone across the line. That was an awkward one coming in from Elliott. Hane may have just done enough. Rankin linking up with Diaz. Had Whitaker outside her, but instead looked to find Prince, but Herring's done a good job there. Oh, Power not holding back there. We see a replay of Elliott sending it in, and Hane, gee, I think she just did enough, and you saw the 17, Courtney Noble there, just about managed to bump it in, but not quite. Hope you're enjoying this broadcast no matter where you're watching from. Going live around New Zealand and the world, along with all the other matches of the Men's and Women's National League. Mackay Wright will win a free kick there. Noble conceding a foul and maybe getting a wee talking to for just a wee bit over vigorous in defence there. Diaz links up with Prince and comes back for Rankin. Pratley, it's cut out again by Green. Wasi turns and look at the pace again, and she has a few teammates in support here. Looks to link up with Noble. Once again, it'll be a goal kick for Southern. Hane can only get it to Renee Wasi. Willie's done well on this occasion. Pratley with another touch. Nice composed ball to Rankin. Swings it across. A switch of play and Power. Charge onto that one. Oh, Prince. Clever turn. May not quite get onto that, but gee, she does. The pace is brilliant. Diaz. Well blocked. How did Prince keep that one in? Turned on the afterburners and just about created a chance there for Southern to find a second goal. Comes all the way back to Hane now. Gee, both teams really giving it everything, trying to find a winner here. Okay, right goes long, but cut out by Elliott. Rankin switched off for half a second there, and it meant that Brown, who's dropped a bit deeper now, flicks it across to Kenneman. Wasi now looks up, has a chance, swings up, a shot, but over the bar. Frustration, because that was a good chance there. Finally had a bit of space. Mackay Wright was maybe just done enough to be in the back of the mind of the Rovers forward there. Mackay Wright closed down by Elliott, who goes through the back of her opponent there and can't believe that a free kick's been awarded, but did look a bit clumsy. Never a nice one as a player to be bumped over from behind. Hopefully Mackay Wright's okay. One of the 4 players in the Southern United side that has played every minute of the National League Championship so far. I'm sure she'll get herself up and keep going. Scored Southern's goal from the penalty spot. Not long left here at Logan Park. Still feel like one of these teams is going to have a big chance to score a winner. Morton, that's a wee bit of a tired clearance, but Diaz still gets on the end of it. Brown, once again, Wasi, who's finding quite a bit of space in the second half and tried to thread it through for Bartlett, couldn't do so. Still on the ball, and Elliott, she'll have a look from distance. Oh, well blocked from Mackay Wright, who in the wars a bit, but doing everything for her team to try and get a result from this match. Blue shirts getting back behind the ball here. Gee, there's some tired legs out there now, I think. Power would have clocked up as many kilometres as anyone, I think, along with Prince. Whitaker in the midfield for Southern. Rankin, oh, look at the tiredness there from the three Southern midfielders, I think, and they turn it over. And Noble, challenged by Woolley, but retains the ball, swings in a left-footed cross. Hane claims it. We're into referee's time here. Can someone produce something special to earn their team 3 points? Probably Rovers that are looking the more likely as the second half winds down. They've got a few more fresh legs out there. But gee, these Southern players don't give up. Morton tick off another interception. Brown goes longer. Oh, look at that from Mackay Wright though. Still got a bit of gas left in the tank. But Green looking to score from distance. She had a go from similar range early in the first half. But just like that effort, can't get it on target. Morton, can she spark one last attack for her team? Prince once again, gee, just about kept that in. Cannon's been good today for Rovers. I think Southern, yeah, the assistant referees overturned there by referee Will Diamond. Southern attacking in the right corner and claiming a corner, and again it looks like assistant referee wasn't 100% sure. Result is a goal kick. Is there one last chance here as Rovers look to play out from the back? Cut out by Abby Rankin. Links up with Woolley. Wassi does well to intercept it. Kennard probably happy just to see it out. Oh, can't do so. So Rovers, can they spark something here? Bartlett, oh, well cut out by Rankin. Coming all the way back to cut that one out. Kai Wright, hopeful ball sent long. And again. Prattley to Rankin. Prince, what can she do? Southern win it back. Still time here. Diaz, probably as likely as anyone. Goes past one, but gee, Talisha Green's been immense. Played on both flanks at the back and done a great job. Big tackle from Woolley on her, but comes to Wassi and, well, free kick awarded. Challenge was a bit too strong, and one last free kick opportunity here for Northern Rovers. Won't happen quite yet because I think it was Talisha Green still down after that challenge from Woolley. It's a strong challenge. We've seen some great battles across the park. Can Rovers pinch the 3 points though? They've already had to come back from a goal down. Hopefully Green's okay to continue here, just needing a bit of attention. She's another one of these players that'll be pretty exhausted after giving it everything throughout the 90 minutes. Rovers with plenty of time here for Chelsea Elliott to decide what they're going to do with this set piece. You'd think they'll get plenty of players forward to try and get on the end of this cross. Will Elliott send it into that 6-yard box again, put pressure on the Southern goalkeeper, Hane. Almost everyone back in the box. Elliott takes her time, swings it in again towards Hane, who sees it clip the bar and go over. It didn't seem like she quite needed to get a touch on that, so goal kick, but Elliott only inches away from creating havoc again there. Surely the last chance for either of these teams to find a winner. Green. Gee, she's been good. Kennard, happy to thump that one clear. Whittaker looks to bring it down. Has she got Prince up in front of her? Oh, that's good cover there by the youngster Grace Bartlett. But Diaz, brought down. Southern win a free kick. Maybe this is the last chance. Quite right, thought about going quickly, but now sends it long. Southern get the first header onto it. It's on target, but easy for Ellie Blount. And the full-time whistle goes here at Logan Park. It's been a hard-fought 1-1 draw between Southern United and Northern Rovers. Both teams were desperate to try and pick up 3 points. And both teams gave it everything. But you could probably say that's a fair result between the two teams. Southern broke the deadlock a few minutes before the halftime break. The goal came from the penalty spot. Southern had a corner here and there was just a little shove on Hannah Mackay-Wright. The referee spotted it and awarded the penalty. Mackay-Wright, gee, she smashed it with confidence to put Southern ahead. But, well, Mackay-Wright, it was her pass there that was intercepted, and then good hustle from Brown. Came across to Canham. Nice finish. Gave Hane no chance. That was a few minutes after the halftime break. Renee Wassie, gee, she was a threat, particularly in the second half. Linked up there with Alexis Cook, who was dangerous throughout as well. But, gee, we saw great defending again from both teams. Great tussles across the park. Both teams will have to be content with taking a point away from this match. Make sure you keep tuning into National League matches every weekend. Men's and women's National League action. From myself, Morgan Jarvis, and everyone bringing you this broadcast. Thanks for joining us today, and we'll catch you next time.